2/3 of the world is covered by ocean. Just to get that one out of the way. Yeah, so people ask us a lot of times why 2/3. And actually it's interesting in the United States that people came to us. That's the only time it ever happened to me, that people came to me and they said, you have an ocean bra, it's called 2/3. Because 2/3 of the world is covered by ocean. I was like, yes! I come from an ocean family. We spend all our summers, every weekend by the sea. And it was just this continuous sailing, surfing, windsurfing. I don't know at what age I learned swimming, but the sea was all around.
(1996).
Yeah, and I was 16 and I turned 17 on Hawaii. Yeah, it was crazy change from Hamburg, all of a sudden in the middle of the Pacific. What happened to me here is that my brother, when I founded 2/3, I said, yeah, it's weird that I end up doing this. And my brother said, it's not weird at all, because when we were in Hawaii, you told me all the time that you would create a surf label and that you would do it very differently, less colors, a lot more subtle, and that I spoke about that in Hawaii all the time already. After that year in Hawaii, I was flying home the next day, and I remember that I was at a beach and I was basically just underwater on top of the reef, and I just would dive down and I'd just be floating, looking, and I'd be there for, I don't know, minutes underwater, coming up, going back down again. And it was very weird because I kind of felt like I was like saying goodbye to the ocean. I wasn't saying goodbye to the island or the people, but it was almost like I went into the ocean to kind of say goodbye to the ocean. And I think that's what I realized, how much of a connection I had built.
I was born in Barcelona, so I used to go to the Costa Brava and as a kid. And then we went to Chile, and my father comes from a horses family, so exactly the opposite. We never went to the beach because also the beach in Chile is so...
It's rough, it's cold.
Rough. You cannot swim.
Big waves.
You can't do that, anything with the family. So I was like for over than 10 years not going in the beach, even though it's one of the longest countries in the world with so many coasts, no? And then I met Lutz, and he brought me to the beach again, to the ocean, and I forgot that connection. And it was so easy to connect again to the sea and the ocean. I was studying psychology, and he was actually studying politics, so very different areas. But he came with the idea that he would like to found a clothing brand, and I said, "Hi, a clothing brand, and you are doing politics and you want fashion?" He just said, "Hey, let's stop doing this, what he was doing, and let's build this brand together." And yeah, it was 2008 or something. Yeah, 2008, 2009. And it was pretty crazy because I was pregnant, I didn't have any job, and he was like quitting his job, starting from the scratch. And it was like, oh my God, you are not from the fashion industry, me either. How are we going to do that?
You start from scratch in everything, you don't have nothing. So, but then when you start to build something and it starts to be something, then that's super satisfying because there was nothing, and then you build something, and that's evolving, and that's very satisfying. But the very beginning, I think that's probably the toughest. You drive the car to the shooting, you bring the clothes, you iron the clothes. I made a master in ironing clothes in light speed in the first 2 years. I can actually iron really well. It's just like you iron a lot of clothes.